Let's see what kind of a mindset she's in. Can she get this first serve in?
Well, that's a serve that Townsend needs to get going early in this match. She has variety. She can use the lefty spin out wide to Serena's backhand. That will pay dividends if she can get it firing.
Serena, there's always the possibility of great drama, theater.
I don't think we'll see a lot of drama from Serena tonight. She was a little bit subdued, like she understood the moment. Over the years, Zina was Fed Cup captain for a number of years. Serena played under her. Now she's playing Zina's protege. She's aware of that.
The big house is almost full. 40-30. Fills it up. Please let me hold my first serve.
That's all you want. Get out of the gates and get on the board. You're the young American, Townsend. Getting that first game is essential. Now you can relax a little bit, take a few swings on Serena's serve, and try to work your way more and more into this match.
Think about the Bellis win today.
That was unbelievable. I tried to watch some of that match, and it was almost impossible to get near that court. And this is where Serena's strength really comes out, the serve. Hasn't served as well this year as she did last year, but it's coming back. A intimidated looking about that return from Townsend.
A little breezy out there right now. I guess Taylor hasn't seen too many serves quite like that one.
And Serena alone has the ability to get herself out of trouble with those types of serves.
Or that one.
That's the express, straight down the tee. 116. Zena Garrison there looking on, and her other coach, Taylor's other coach, Kamal Murray, on Zena's right.
He looks a little like Nick Cannon.
A little bit. I
A
hadn't
little
thought
bit.
of that. Defensive skills from Townsend, keeping herself in that point, getting that extra ball back. This is where you can kind of start to have fun.
And if she does, the crowd will lift her up.
That's it.
Double faults from Townsend thus far. A lot of respect for the return of Serena, causing those double faults. So focused, Serena, in that point.
15,
Got down,
14.
paid the price, made Townsend hit that first volley, and then got that right down the line. Double break point here.
She got a lot behind that backhand.
That's it.
So Townsend in some quick trouble. That's so deep and so hard. And an early service break gives Serena Williams the edge. We're three deep into the first set in this one.
Time.
Well, to get back in this first set, Taylor Townsend is going to have to try and solve Serena Williams' serve. Not an easy task. And again, Serena's skirt fluttering in the wind here in New York City.
Well, Townsend has to go after it that way. Opportunities to attack that return and move forward. Just needs to pull that in a little bit.
Wow.
And that serve was so quick. It wasn't the fastest serve from Serena. It was so well placed and quick. It just hopped off the court. This is where you can see that Serena is all business. Head down, focused.
That was pretty impressive.
Williams leads 3-1 first set.
The challenge now for Townsend is catching up to the pace, getting used to the pace and the depth from Serena.
Go to usopen.org for all the latest on the 2014 US Open. You can keep up with the event via Twitter and Facebook, and shop as well. usopen.org.
Serena is so strong. Did almost a full split trying to get to this ball and almost got it in and hopped right back up. That's pretty athletic.
Townsend is showing the call on our left baseline. Ball's called in.
Well, she had the best view of it. And good call.
30-11.
I'm still amazed at that split on the last point. I'd still be trying to get up.
Yeah, I've used my allotment of the word wow already too much in this match.
It's great depth, though, from Townsend, keeping Serena on her heels there. And that's not a bad play. The serve and volley, which Townsend is very comfortable doing. She's comfortable coming in and moving forward. Tried for the body serve, but Serena did a great job of getting it away from her right hip. She's too good.
An ace to hold. So a nice convincing game for the 18-year-old, and it's 3-2 Serena Williams in the opening set.
Time.
Serena Williams to serve. 3-2 opening set. She's up a break. This is Al Trautwig along with Chanda Rubin. Townsend a wild card, 18. And Serena misses wide on the shovel shot.
And sometimes it pays to just get that return back in any way you can, as Townsend did. Disciplined, powerful hitting from Serena.
You could just tell from listening to the sound how heavy her ball is.
The way it comes off of her racket is just so crisp, and it
I don't know
has that weight behind it.
I don't know how you can watch 5 minutes of Serena Williams and think that she should be thinking about retiring. It seems so absurd.
And she's number one. For a reason. Who retires when they're number one? Townsend again trying to move forward there. Take that return early, just mistimed it. It's difficult to lasso that serve in when Serena gets so much kick and it drives you back.
That is just too good.
This is a different level of pace and depth, the power, and also the speed, the quickness from Serena, and what Townsend has faced in her career, her young career.
Just massive. So it's 4 games to 2.
Well, she's handling herself very well, Townsend.
I forget, Chanda, when was the first time they allowed the men to go first on the night sessions? Was that last year? It was recent.
It was recent. I want to say it was
3 years ago.
Yeah, okay. 3 years ago. I knew it was a couple of years.
Still feels different.
Thought that playing second really late, having to wait around a long time, would not have favored Townsend. She doesn't have the experience. She's not used to this type of stage and pressure. But she's done a great job getting going early in this match.
How about that shot?
Seems to be relishing the moment and the opportunity. Got a nice sweat, nice momentum and rhythm thus far. Just missing, pulling that wide. Serena is going after it, and that's the type of tennis that Serena needs to play. Had it lined up there.
You know, facially, she looks like she has the right attitude for this.
She does. She looks like she is in, well in the moment. Staying positive. Couple of misses there. That last one on the approach shot. Backhand side.
Careful. Couple of hits into the net, and all of a sudden,
It started with that approach shot miss into the net, and it's because Serena's been so good on her passing shots. Townsend felt like she had to do more, and she's kind of rushed a little bit through her serves. That's a great recovery for Townsend. Making the correction, getting that first serve in. It makes such a difference in that second ball.
it's way wide. Well, she survives it.
New balls, please.
So it's 4-3 in the first set.
Williams leads 4-3 first set. Time.
Serena Williams still up a service break. But some nice moments for Taylor Townsend, the 18-year-old wild card entry into this year's draw, and for the first time in the U.S. Open. So Serena serves 4-3. So this is a lot like the men's match earlier tonight, Chanda. The opponent of Roger Federer had some very nice moments. He had a great highlight reel, but he just couldn't figure out Federer's serve.
We saw the numbers in that graphic. First serve points won and second serve points won, and that's what makes Serena so devastating. She's winning 80%, over 80% on both the first and second serve. so it's tough to even have a look at winning her service games when she's serving this way.
There you go.
Those are the shots that Townsend has to make. And that's what's going to help her growth, to make that ball and have to go in and make the volley, make the move. See Serena's box. Everybody looking pretty relaxed. Patrick Muratoglu there on our right, and Sasha Bain on the left, her hitting partner. Been with Serena a very long time, particularly Sasha.
Whatever they've been doing, it's been working. And a shaky start to this game.
Well, the first serve for Townsend has let her down just a bit. Near 50% of first serves, not high enough. And hasn't really moved that serve effectively around the box in the teeth this match. Those are the kinds of serves that Townsend needs. Keep Serena guessing, not give Serena looks at second serves. Difference it makes. You can start the point from an aggressive position, as Townsend was able to do here. On top of that baseline, looking to attack, take it to the open court.
Ooh, that was close.
Still you call, right center service line, was called out.
Oh, it's one of those millimeter jobs.
And that's the danger. So much pressure. The second serve of Townsend, staring down at Serena, who now has a set point.
So 4 double faults for the teenager. And Serena rather, takes the first set off a second service break. A final of 6-3 in 29 minutes. Boy, look at how many people are moving. Holy smokes.
Perhaps they don't believe in Townsend coming back and winning this.
I think there's a possibility. So what's your summary of the first set, 6-3 for Serena Williams?
Well, it was a good accounting by Taylor Townsend. You know, she did herself well. She competed hard. She, you know, had a look kind of being competitive in that first set, but the serve from Serena, that was so dominant. That really was the tail of that first set. And unless Townsend is able to really get a look at that serve, Townsend herself has to serve a lot better.
She's got enough behind her serve, 102 miles an hour, but Serena's 122 miles an hour in that first set.
I think for Townsend, she has to try to start reading that serve from Serena. Serena likes to go down the tee often. So there are times when you kind of have to cheat over a little bit and try to get a better hit on that ball and make Serena think a little bit more. Townsend, you look at the way she hits the ball, and she's in a lot of points, but you look up and it's a pretty routine score line with Serena well in control.
Serena in her career has won 98% of her first round matches, but how about this stat? When she wins the first set at the US Open, she's 68-1.
That's the scariest one. That's the part that would worry Townsend right now if she were listening to us. That and the first serve of Serena.
Serena Williams was on a late-night talk show here in the United States last week to promote the U.S. Open as they're going to review this call. The David Letterman Show. And it is just out. She put a forehand through the plate glass window in a deli next to the studio. It was pretty cool. More quick work by Serena.
Well, this is where Serena gets even more comfortable and settles in. Look at how that first set unfolded, and you know, the winners from Serena, positive differential, only 5 unforced errors, but for Townsend, the unforced errors started creeping in. The first serve percentage was too low, combined with the double faults, and it gave Serena those couple of breakpoint opportunities that she needed to close the set out.
Yeah, the first serve percentage won was 87% for Serena, just as it was for Roger Federer earlier tonight.
Those type of errors, those type of unforced errors where she's going for it but not giving herself enough margin over the net. That's hurt Townsend in this match.
It's really the first noise we've heard from Serena. 15 all.
Serena clearly wants to put this match away. She is zoned in.
It's good.
Townsend's first serve percentage we've talked about, a little bit low, but also the percentage of points won on first serve, only about 60%. It needs to be higher.
Uh-oh.
Double faults have added up. It's number 6.
That's just the little opening that Serena would need.
Or 5. I just think Townsend, she hasn't used her serve, the ability to swing it wide and hit it to different areas of the box. She hasn't mixed it up enough. I think she's constantly trying to hit too straight on, and that's creating more misses on that first serve.
There's the early service break. She could be chasing that for a while.
It's difficult to change up the pace and change up, hit different shots against Serena. Townsend has the ability, has a little bit more variety in her game than she's shown, but it's tough against the pace and the depth of Serena. I'd say you have to find opportunities like in the middle of that point, the backhand, maybe hit a slice, then go back to the hard shots. And try to keep Serena a little bit more off balanced.
You know, they just put up a shot of unforced errors, but this is one of those matches where I think they're forced errors. They're forced by the opponent, they're forced by the occasion, they're forced by everything.
They are. But for Townsend, she won't win the battle of going toe-to-toe constantly in terms of the pace and the power. That's not where she's going to show. That's not where she will show her skills. And Serena is much better at that style of play. And she has how many Grand Slams to prove it. So for Townsend, you know, she has to use the variety which is in her game. So that was a great hit there. Those are few and far between.
Well, think about this. Serena started coming to the U.S. Open when Townsend was 3. Come on.
Yes,
that means every year that Townsend was old enough to watch and remember TV, Serena was on there.
And winning. That's how big the gulf is.
So Serena Williams with an almost unreturnable serve, cruising here in the second set, up 1. You know, think about that. You're her dad, she's 3 years old, and you go up to her, 3. And you turn on the TV and you go, see that woman? You're going to play her one day. And that is just insane.
And to me, that's part of what it represents for me. I mean, that it's the generations that you see out on court tonight. With Townsend and Serena Williams, who has been good for so long. certainly with Zena Garrison in the coaching box for Townsend, you know, she would certainly be happy with the way her player has competed in the early stages of this match, but here's where Taylor Townsend can really learn and grow. And this is an opportunity to maybe make a slight change, try to recognize that you can do something a little bit different and test yourself.
To take something good out of the match.
Exactly.
Because there's not much right now.
That's what it's all about at this point.
Serena Williams doing to an 18-year-old wild card what you might think she would do. She's up a set and 3-love in the second to Taylor Townsend from Georgia. How does that whole wild card thing work?
Selected by committee. There are some wild cards where a couple of them where one is a playoff. One is based on your tournament results in the series, ITF series events. Or I should say the Pro Circuit series events. One is given to the girls national champion, CC Bellis, who came through today. And then there's some reciprocal wild cards given to the other slams.
That's another can you imagine. Can you imagine being 15? 8th or 9th grade in high school.
Just won the 18s nationals a
at
couple
15.
of weeks ago. At 15, already the youngest player since.
And you come to the U.S. Open and beat a seeded player? And the errors are starting to pile up here.
Well, those are the kinds of misses that you don't want. And that's just, there's nothing you can gain from that kind of miss. Almost in the bottom of the net, not in good position, Townsend there.
Way off.
Way off. I mean, we haven't seen those kinds of misses from Serena tonight. She has just had a bead on the ball, sighting that ball very early throughout the match. Getting a little bit lucky there, Townsend, but it keeps her in striking distance in this game at 30 all. Hasn't had many opportunities, Townsend, to move forward that way. Very comfortable. The mid-court area, that ball set up perfectly. Again, that first serve just sitting up in the box, not moving Serena right into her strike zone. That's the difference between that last serve and this serve. Serena was stretched out, couldn't just stand and plant and hit.
That one had a lot of bend to it also.
The spin. That's what Townsend is able to get. Hasn't done it often enough. I've been looking for her to swing that serve out wide to Serena's backhand, take a little bit off.
Serena gets flummoxed by the second serve. Still in control here in the second set, serving at 3-1.
Games leads.
I think also
3
for
games to
Townsend,
1,
I've
7 sets.
hardly seen her hit a slice. You know, she hits great slices, and she has good feel on that.
USOpenshop.org and USOpen.org are your home for the US Open. Via Twitter and Facebook, you can follow every aspect of this event over the course of the 2 weeks. Serena Williams, the #1 seed, opening round against the wild card.
Definitely a good play to step in and try to take that return early.
That's your love.
She's had a handful of those in this match, and one is more impressive than the other.
That shot is just about unreturnable with the sharp angle that Serena got on it from a neutral position in the middle of the court.
So Serena, another convincing hold of serve. 6-3, 4-1, things going her way here in New York tonight.
By 1 set. Time.
Taylor Townsend will be serving, but Serena Williams is in the driver's seat, and trust me, it's a good-looking car.
That's a good play. Sneak play. Completely surprised Serena.
The numbers. First serves 183. It gets better to 89.
That's your love.
Unfortunately, Townsend has improved that number just slightly for her, which is why she's still in this second set. It's not looking good early on. That's where you try to use the slice. You can take that hand off. That's a shot that she has, Townsend, in her bag, in her repertoire. try to go power for power on everything.
There's something to take home as a souvenir.
It's a good play. That's the moves that she has to make. Serena is so tough in these situations.
Oh, wow. Just to get to the ball is one thing, but to get off that shot is another.
How Serena found this opening on the full stretch. It's unbelievable. Didn't quite close enough, but not much Townsend could have done there.
Deuce.
Getting a little bit outside of herself. Townsend on that forehand. Well wide.
Serena's been good at everything in this match, no matter what stat, no matter what number you put up.
Difficult for Townsend on shots like that one because she runs through it when she hits it. She doesn't get set. She's not on balance. So it's a bit of a wild shot. That's where those misses come in, but Serena is not giving an inch.
Check, please.
Die-hard tennis fans. They want a little bit more.
Thank you.
The rest of the field has to be watching this match and going, uh-oh, we got a problem.
Serena looked like she came to work tonight. She had a job to do. Was not playing around.
Never took the foot off the gas. Never lost her concentration. Never lost her focus. And no mercy. Maybe should have let that go, but what's the point now? And that's how it happens here at the US Open. What a display of dominance by Serena Williams, the #1 seed, thinking about going for the three-peat. She's on her way to the second round.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, what what more can you say? She wasn't touchable tonight.
Well, Serena gave the youngster a lesson in just how you can be efficient. She served well, she hit the ball well from the ground, returned great. Good competitive effort from Townsend. That first set, she was in it within striking distance, but the service gains from Serena were so dominant that Townsend had not even a look at breaking serve all match.
Serena Williams into the second round, and we're glad you could join us for our coverage wherever in the world you're watching tonight. Another reminder that usopen.org is the way to follow the 2014 US Open. Stats, highlights, player profiles, and of course the US Open store.org as well. In a moment we'll be hearing from Serena Williams and Catherine Bellis, the one who's going to grab all the headlines tomorrow morning, the 15-year-old. How good is she?
Well, I've yet to see a full match, but what I did
with Serena Williams, first off, your
after
focus was so amazing. In the last game, you actually had a marriage proposal. Did you even hear it?
I did. I thought about it, but I'm gonna just stay focused on my tennis for now. But thank you.
15 years, it's hard to believe, since you won your first major on this court. It'd be an incredible way to celebrate a 15-year anniversary. Do you think about how long you have been at this standard of play?
No, I don't, actually. I just come out and play. I enjoy playing out here. This is my first slam that I've ever won, and I just love to come back, and I just enjoy it so much. I never want to stop.
You played tonight after Roger Federer, who's also won 5 U.S. Opens, 17 majors. I mean, what is that like? I know, again, you're so focused, but to follow Roger and to have 34 singles majors out on this court.
Yeah, it's great. Roger and I really obviously enjoy tennis, and, he's such an amazing player. I was watching a little bit of his match, and I was like, he's just so good, and it's a joy to watch him. So it was an honor to play, after him, and I'm glad I was able to get a win today.
And also, tomorrow night, prime time, Venus is going to play.
We don't play doubles tomorrow, then. Yeah.
Well, what about your sister's singles match? We talk about doubles. How many U.S. Open doubles would you win if you win this one?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I won in 3?
Anyway, you've got singles and doubles to juggle, a lot to juggle. But also, I just want to have you comment about Taylor Townsend. So many great, talented young U.S. players. Tell us about Taylor tonight.
It's so many great players. She's incredibly talented, and she's just so good. And I just love, she's such a great person. I just really love her, and I really love that there's so many wonderful Americans. There's a 15-year-old who won today, and I guess I played here 15 years ago, and she was able to win, so that's so awesome for American tennis. And we have such an amazing future, and we have so much to look forward to, and I'm so excited.
And Serena Williams, you've been a great influence to that. Well done tonight, and by the way, the dress is phenomenal.
Rawr. Thank you.
Mike.
Think of how different she is in the pre-match interview compared to the post-match interview. It's like a different
night
person.
and day, but that's because she is so focused, and it's all business, and you said it. That's what's scary about it for the rest of the field. And also, she said she never wants to stop.